What's up, guys? It's Zach, the Celtics guy here. I'm back with another video, and here to make an analysis on one thing in particular. Well, I was going to do it in my stream last night, but like I said, I had so much other shit I was talking about, so this slipped my mind. So I decided, hey, in the midst of just chilling out today, and got about a half hour before I have to go pick up my man Steve, so I figured I'd just come on here and make a video with regards to this. So the outgoing governor of Maryland, Larry Hogan, a moderate Republican that I am actually a big fan of, and a fan from afar, living up here in Massachusetts, who also was under a moderate Republican governor for 8 years. Great guy, by the way. I thought was a very good leader for this and for this state. And Larry Hogan was a great governor for Maryland. And it is rare for me to praise any kind of politician because I fucking hate politicians. Y'all know my anti-politician stance, my revolutionary stance, and so forth. And it's even more rare for me to praise a Republican given how left-wing I am on most issues. But Larry Hogan summed this up best. So I sort of predicted that the Republicans were going to win just because of how shitty Biden has been and whatnot, and just how ridiculous, the Democrats have been. The squad has been turning into a bunch of fucking cucks, believing and giving money over to Ukraine, funding the Azov Battalion and everything else, and trying to ignite World War III with fucking Russia. That they talk down to people. Bernie Sanders does the same shit, right? Well, I guess apparently everybody thought that there was going to be a huge red wave. Larry Hogan thought the same thing. But guess what? It ended up turning into being more of like a Democrat win, sort of. Like the Democrats kept, what was it? They kept the Senate or some bullshit? Or they kept the Senate or whatever. Or they kept the House or what the fuck ever. I don't even know. Whatever. But the Democrats kept some seats. We'll just leave it at that. And Larry Hogan summed it up best. 3 strikes, you're out, Larry Hogan laments Trump's election record. And this is a brief clip of what he had to say.
Have been a huge red wave. It should have been one of the biggest red waves we've ever had because, the President Biden's approval rating was so low, one of the lowest historically. More than 70% of people thought the country was going in the wrong direction.
And by the way, Larry Hogan is no fan of Trump and he's no fan of Biden. So that's also another reason why I have a mad respect for Larry Hogan and people like him. You know why? Because he is not afraid to call out people in his own party, and he's not afraid to call out the Democrats. So he calls out both sides. And that's rare for a politician. That is rare for someone in the two-party system to do. So mad respect for him on that too.
And yet we still didn't perform. And I think common sense conservatives that focused on talking about issues people cared about, like the economy and crime and education, they did win. But people who tried to relitigate the 2020 election and focused on conspiracy theories and talked about things the voters didn't care about, they were almost universally rejected. And I think it's basically the third election in a row that Donald Trump has cost us the race. And it's like, 3 strikes, you're out. 100
fucking percent. He's 100% right. Because the thing is, you would think so. You would think that after how shitty Biden has been, especially on Russia and Ukraine, fucking funding neo-Nazis and everything else over there, doubling down on American imperialism in Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Cuba, and so forth. So, and not only that, Biden has been garbage on the economy, and he's been garbage on a whole host of other issues. He's just been a fucking corrupt motherfucker. So you would think that after such a horrible year, you would think that that it would have been a red wave. But here's the problem. The reason why it wasn't a red wave was because most of the people that lost were fucking Trump-backed Republicans. Okay? Trump is his own worst enemy. Larry Hogan also called Trump his own worst enemy in the 2018 Maryland gubernatorial debate. Rightfully so. And because it's true, Trump is so fucking stupid that every single person that he endorses, they fucking lose. Just like Jeff Deal here in Massachusetts, okay? Again, I didn't like Maura Healey. I'm not a fan of her either. But you know what? The reason why she won was because she was up against a fucking Trump-backed Republican. A fucking neocon Trump-backed Republican. That's why That's exactly why he lost here in Massachusetts. I mean, there's other reasons too. I mean, Massachusetts is mostly Democrat, but hey, besides the point. You know, it's all this shit. You see all these other people, you know, you saw fucking John Fetterman winning up against Dr. Oz. You know, John Fetterman, the guy that wants to fucking release murderers and everything else and says he's against life without parole and all this other bullshit. But that's so funny, right? You would think that that guy would like lose in a heartbeat and Dr. Oz would win. And then Dr. Oz ends up losing to John Fetterman, a guy that wants to release fucking murderers. So because Trump backed him, the voters and all these voters are like, ugh, like, because everybody has this response about Donald Trump because Trump is his own fucking worst enemy. Everything he touches, he destroys. Just like fucking Ron DeSantis. It's the same thing, guys. It's the same fucking thing. Because, Trump-backed Republicans tend to do horrible things. Oh, I don't know, the fucking shit, the disgusting fucking shit that fucking Ron DeSantis did to those migrants. Shipping them up here to Massachusetts and shipping them around and smuggling them. Now, again, there's hypocrisy on the side of Biden, too, because, Biden started the kids in cages and whatnot. He started, he deported more people than Trump did. There's a whole host of things, okay? But Ron DeSantis is a fucking piece of shit, okay? He basically used human beings as a fucking pawn to prove a point to other states about shit. And with the migrant crisis that he and his ilk are causing by supporting American sanctions on Latin American nations that are destroying those countries. Now, to be fair, Biden is doing the same thing, as you can see. So no, everybody is sick and tired of these fucking Trump tards. They're sick and fucking tired of them because Ron DeSantis is a fucking piece of shit. He's a grotesque, disgusting, fucking authoritarian fascist. And what he did to those migrants is fucking disgusting. What he did to those migrants is fucking absolutely abhorrent and despicable. And yeah, okay, it's 50 people or whatever, but it doesn't fucking matter, okay? Those people are still fucking human beings. And to play with people and use people as pawns to prove a point to other states that you don't like, my state especially. What Ron DeSantis did to Massachusetts is a fucking act of war. What he did was he waged war on us by fucking blackmailing us, that fucking piece of shit. So no, what he did was fucking vile and disgusting. And he should be fucking prosecuted for fucking human trafficking and smuggling immigrants. It doesn't fucking matter what you think. He's one of the most disgusting fucking pieces of shit that America has to offer. And that's the reason why that there wasn't a red wave. Because Biden was such shit that you would think that. And Larry Hogan summed it up perfectly. But no, because Trump is such a fucking idiot and Ron DeSantis is such a fucking idiot. He's a piece of garbage. He is an inhumane, grotesque piece of fucking garbage. What he did to those migrants is disgusting. I don't care what you think about the border crisis or whatever. Both sides are to blame for it. Biden's to blame for it by supporting the American sanctions and destroying those countries. Ron DeSantis, same thing. They're all guilty of this shit, guys. They're all guilty of it. But you know what? It doesn't matter what you think. Those people are still human fucking beings. And Ron DeSantis decided to fucking play with those human beings. And that is disgusting. He is lower than the fucking low. I've been wanting to say this for a while. Okay, but you know what? Like I said, there's parts of Massachusetts that, are filled with rich people and whatnot, and are just, filled with these rich Democratic elitists. Martha's Vineyard is one of them. That there's a lot of areas in this country that are. There's a lot of them, okay? There is. Okay, Martha's Vineyard, yeah, there's rivalry between Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, and the mainland of Massachusetts and so forth. Yeah, I said that, and I stand by that claim. There's a lot of it, but you know what? You got to give it to those people who opened their arms to those people. There were a lot of people in Martha's Vineyard that actually opened their arms to those people, to those migrants. But then, there were some that decided they didn't want them there because, those people were assholes. So then they ended up in Boston, I guess. And then not only that, Ron DeSantis fucking tricked them. He tricked them. You know why? Because he's a fucking disgusting piece of fucking human debris. That's the reason. And he is a horrible, horrible fucking person for that. And for that and a million other reasons. He's a fucking piece of shit. No, Ron DeSantis is a disgusting fucking piece of garbage. And I fucking hate him. I've always hated him. And I've always hated him. I've hated him for the fact that he's a Trump dick-sucking fascist and an authoritarian and an anti-LGBT bigot. But not only that, this just seals the deal on it. You know, being an interventionist and warmonger on Cuba and Venezuela and everything else. So this just fucking seals the deal on it. Playing with human beings' lives to prove a point seals the deal. Waging war on my fucking state, okay, that also seals the deal on that. Fuck him. And that's the reason why Carrie Lake, unfortunately, is going to lose. Now, again, Carrie Lake seemed to be one of the more normal ones. Yeah, she seemed more sensible than the others. But let's be honest, guys, whenever Trump or DeSantis backs these people, guess what? They're all going to lose because Trump is a fucking loser. He's a piece of garbage. His fucking lackey, Ron DeSantis, is the worst of the worst. He's the worst of the worst. And this is exactly why. So if the Democrats end up winning, it's because Trump keeps backing them. That's the reason. And I don't want the Democrats in there either because I hate both parties. They're both horrible parties. They suck. Joe Biden sucks. Joe Biden is a corrupt corporate insider, a corrupt motherfucker, and he doesn't give a shit about you. His rhetoric and his policies have proven the same thing. His policies on Nicaragua, Latin America, the rest of Latin America, Russia and Ukraine proves it. He doesn't care about Americans. No, he doesn't. Donald Trump, same thing. Corrupt fucking con artist, fake billionaire, fraud, bandit, and thief who is a bigot and a proven bigot and a xenophobic fucking asshole. I don't support that guy either. What are you, fucking nuts? Of course not. Same thing with Ron DeSantis. Corrupt, neocon, authoritarian, anti-gay bigot. Also a xenophobic fucking bigot. I'm not going to support him either. What are you, fucking nuts? What are you, nuts? Of course not. I don't support him either. I don't support any of them. When there's a select few that slip through the cracks, like Larry Hogan, who perfectly summed this up, I support people like him. I support people like Charlie Baker in Massachusetts. Gee, I wonder, maybe Ron DeSantis wanted a war with Charlie Baker because Charlie Baker, you know, actually gives a shit about human beings and he's a halfway decent human being. Charlie Baker of Massachusetts is 100 million times better of a human being than you will ever be, Ron DeSantis, you piece of shit. Larry Hogan, better human being than you'll ever be. Larry Hogan, great guy. Charlie Baker, great guy. Chris Sununu in New Hampshire, great guy. Ron DeSantis, disgusting, horrible human being. Horrible leader, horrible human being. Trump, same thing. They're all their worst enemies. And it's because of them, now we've got more Democrats in there. And then if the Democrats fuck up, then we're going to get this one. It's a monopoly. It's a back and forth, guys. We need to do away with the two-party system. In a world that makes sense, with a country that makes sense. Neither Trump, nor Biden, nor DeSantis, or any of these other corrupt motherfuckers would be anywhere near the levers of power, and none of them would have stood a chance in any of their elections. Kudos to Larry Hogan. Kudos to halfway decent human beings, which are rare in this country as politicians. It's rare. And like I said, I have my disagreements on Larry Hogan too. His comments on Zelensky and Ukraine, I don't agree with. I don't agree with his comments on Israel, but you know what? Larry Hogan presided over one of the best economic turnarounds in America. 43 consecutive tax hikes on Maryland almost destroyed their economy. Larry Hogan turned that around. Massachusetts, same thing. After under Democratic rule for so long, Charlie Baker stepped in. We had a similar thing going on here in Massachusetts. Charlie Baker, a pro-business friendly, moderate Republican, stepped in, and he's been great for Massachusetts. He's been great. But we can only hope for the best. You know, maybe Maura Healey won't be so bad. We'll just have to give her a chance. But you know what? I would take her over Joe Biden or over any of these other fuckers any day of the week. I'm no fan of any of them, the Democrats or Republicans, but when there's a select few that slip through the cracks, I'll support them. And if I think otherwise, I'll say otherwise. But otherwise, neither Trump nor DeSantis or Biden, none of them should have even stood a chance in any of their elections. Fuck every single one of them. And kudos to Larry Hogan. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up because I do have to go pick up Steven here pretty soon. Thank you to everybody who stopped by and listened. I'll be back on Thursday at some point with my stream. Look out for that. More stuff on the way. This is Zach the Celtics guy saying thank you for watching. And I'll see you all again in the next stream, the next video, and more stuff on the way, including more of my legal lessons. I know I've been meaning to make my legal lessons videos. Just haven't gotten around to it. Been a busy bee, busy with other stuff, busy with streams. Y'all know how that shit goes. Anyway, see y'all again next time. See y'all again in the next video. Next stream, Thursday. Look out for it. 6 p.m. Eastern time around that time. See y'all then. Bye for now. Take care. Peace out. Trump and DeSantis, fuck you. To everyone else, bye for now. Peace out and kudos to Larry Hogan. See y'all later. Peace out.